the building has.
Beat the war drum. Beat the war drum. Beat the war drum. Now break the brothers. More bullets and more.
Black power. Black power. Yeah. Black power.
Since it's music time, y'all mind if I do a quick verse? They gave us Obama like he was gonna stop the fight, like he was gonna stop the cause. Folks still scraping, trying to find them some socks and drawers and something to eat. The IRS is coming, so I'm back on his beats. Barack pushed hope, Reid pushed dope, Clinton pushed something down a young gal. And since we talking about throats, white folks, what you know about
What's up, y'all? Everybody good? Everybody happy to be here? Everybody fresh to death in this thing? Alright, let's go, man. Hey, man, we up here doing Tulu, man. Say free for Tulu Shakur. Yeah. Posse out flip on. Check. Listen, we worldwide. We waiting for you to come home. We holding on you come home. We still strong. So gone. Machiavelli still live on. We waiting for you to come home. We holding down you come home. We still strong. So gone. Machiavelli still live on. We worldwide. We worldwide. We worldwide. We worldwide. We never die. Worldwide. We worldwide. We never die. We worldwide. We worldwide. We worldwide. We worldwide. We never die. Worldwide. We worldwide. We never die. We done a struggle out there to win. I'm prepared to win with no average. Right. I ride it down, yeah, I ride it down, line with no gas. Right. That was welcome home to the bar. No complex, no more. Since you been gone, we stay strong and we worldwide and much smarter. Right. It was 30 years and we stay now. Locked up but not locked down. Thought you was never ever coming home. But look now, they shook now. Now it's time to say thank you. Pop fans say thank you. Drug addicts say thank you. New Africans say thank you. Some gone but we still here. Still rolling on like a wheelchair. No handicap, no parking space. We all gas, they all break. Like us, we remain steadfast through the hard times, till this hard time. My lack of doubt, we turn my spirit to the start line. We wait for you to come home. We hold it down, you come home. We still strong. So long. Machiavelli still live on. We hold it down, you come home. We hold it down, you come home. We still strong. Machiavelli still live on. We worldwide. We worldwide. We worldwide. We worldwide. We never die. Worldwide. We worldwide. We never die. We worldwide. We worldwide. We worldwide. We worldwide. We never die. Worldwide. Listen, we got a lot of us hold you until you're left in their motors. Just like a lion, look in the eye. We got it for you, so we get rid of dry. We never gonna die. We don't gonna cry. You hold it down, we hold it down. We gon' go hard till we under the ground. Push. With acres, push. Look at how they push. Put it on in us. We ain't even waiting for starting to finish. Original people, we made the beginnings. The front of the beginning, you know that we are. Do with me sober, you know that we are. And I ain't gonna lie, if they feel you, son, then you know they feel you. I salute your wife and family, everything y'all been through. Look at you now, we all back on the grind. We give it back on the ground, touchdown. We gonna get you a crown. We waiting for you to come home. We holding down till you come home. We still strong, some gone. Machiavelli still live on. We waiting for you to come home. We holding down till you come home. We still strong, some gone. Machiavelli still live on. We worldwide, we worldwide, we worldwide, we worldwide, we never die. Worldwide, we worldwide, we worldwide, we worldwide, we worldwide, we worldwide. We never ride. Worldwide, we worldwide, we never die. Yeah. Worldwide, we worldwide. Maybe y'all say free Matulu, man. We love y'all. Free Matulu Shakur. Free Matulu Shakur. Free Matulu Shakur. MatuluIsWelcomeHere.com is the website. Go on the website and show your love. Let them know we want Matulu Shakur home now. We right now getting our parties together to send to President Obama to try to get a party before that thing's up, man. So please stay in tune with the movement. Let me hear you say free Matulu one more time. Free Matulu. Right, thank y'all. We out. See you.
What a person chooses to wear says a lot about them.
You? Well, you've always felt the need to make a bold statement, to leave an impression. What's Up African Apparel helps you do just that. What's Up African Apparel is for people who love themselves and don't mind saying it. A lifestyle brand that lets you speak without saying a word. A clothing line that gives you a dope and unique expression of your culture and your pride. Every shirt has its own story, its own flavor, its own vibe. Just like you. We all have something to say. What's Up African Apparel is the perfect place to find your voice. Make an impact on the people around you. Shift the culture. Join the tribe. What's Up African Apparel? The movement is real.
The winner is Dr. Oya Ma'at. She is not here today. She's not able to be with us, but I will accept the award on her behalf. Good thing.
Coming to the stage, please welcome DJ Jordan of Us Lifting Us.
So look, I got a little competition in me. So when my brother Vanna bust out with the freestyle, I was like, okay, we freestyling now? Okay. Okay. So I said I wanted to do something for my goddesses. Is that all right? Where my goddesses at? Listen. Y'all need to hear me out, so let me get these vocals in. The last scribe of Ibis got that iris focus in. The maker, the owner, a billion years of life depends on one descended from the depths of my left and right fallopians. Yes. They hope I never see the light in my reflection. But I got holy hieroglyphics in my lexicon. The blood of armor riders got me up in echelon. I'm the type of siren they be trying to study specimen. See this dark matter like a subtle threat. I created Ingegena with a signal for my double Lexus. And if they try and tangle with the family, I'ma get your genetic line with a shot from out the solar plexus. Oh.
So, before we bring the next act out, I wanted to thank a group myself. I wanted to thank the FOI. But there's a reason why, though. After I decided to become outwardly political and really change my career, my life has been threatened 2 times, and in a lot of places, the policemen want to secure me. Everywhere I have gone in the world, the FOI has stood next to me and by me. then one time in particular, it got really, really real. And 30 brothers came out of nowhere with no bow ties. And they wasn't about to serve no pies either. It may have been a final call, but another kind. And I'll never forget that, and I will forever be in their debt, and I thank them, and I really appreciate what they've done.
Salam alaikum to my Muslim family out there.
Peace, what's going on, y'all? I'm happy to be here. It's a blessing to be here. I'm honored to be able to present an award in this specific subject because this is what I do. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And, I hope everybody enjoying themselves. And I hope the winner who, put that energy out to the universe to even manifest themselves, understand that this reward is more than just a piece of material. It's our love and appreciation for the energy that they put into our community and our babies. So without further ado, the winner is somebody who's very dear to me in my spirit and my heart, my spiritual mother, Jewel Pope. Congratulations.
Greetings and blessings. Well, we love you too. I love you too. Thank you so much. And from the absolute Almighty, I want to give thanks for being here, all of us. It's so wonderful to see you. I'm so excited about this award, and I'm so pleased that we are honoring ourselves, our greatness, our creativity, etc. It's wonderful. I see a lot of my teachers have been out here. I'm so thankful for the awards. And again, it is our technology, the sciences, and it's time now for us to go in and bring them outward. Just very quickly, the key is our nervous system. Our brain, and it's so important to bring it online now. We've got to go within, activate all the circuitry in the brain, the mental spheres, and boy oh boy, what this planet is going to see. So I'm giving us a charge for our future. We've done a great thing. It took us 2 centuries, however, to manifest President Obama. And there's a reason why, because we have not mastered the art of focus. You've got to learn how to be able to use those neurons in the brain to focus. And by the capacity to do that, we will be able to totally transform this planet. This is our home, our planet, as indigenous beings. So understand this, the charge. We've got to create a new future. We've got to pull ourselves forward by creating a future. 2 years out, your brain is totally balanced, your nervous system has been healed from the scars and the abnormal memories from post-traumatic stress disorder. And secondly, you take the band of the illusion of mechanical time off of your brain. You must learn how to be able to tell natural time again. Those 2 things, that's our charge for us and our children in 2 years, and we will be able to salvage this planet. So I give that focus to us for our future. We've been successful. That future that we created, which is our presence, on January 20th comes to an end. That's the end of President Obama's time. And what do we have now? Our brains, our nervous systems, and the capacity to tell time. 2 years out, I charge you with that. So be it. Thank you. think about yourself? Do you think about your health? And are you manifesting wealth? And are you gonna be who you say you are? I looked into my eyes 4 years ago, and I saw a lot of pain. 2 years later, I looked into my eyes, and I was manifesting plans. I looked into my eyes today, and I see a queen. I know who I'm gonna be. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you think about yourself? Do you think about your health? And are you manifesting wealth? And are you gonna be who you say you are? Do you think about yourself? Do you think about your health? And are you manifesting wealth? And are you gonna be who you say you are? As a child, I believed that I could fly and I could do anything. As I grew up, that mindset never changed. And now I am growing my wings. That's from the truth, look within, and then I found myself. What a beautiful thing. I know who I'm gonna be. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you think above the belt? And have you thought about getting your knowledge yourself? Have you thought about reading one of the books off the shelf? Thought about taking a good look at yourself? Have you thought about your dreams and how your actions are? Either you put in the work or trying to get famous for teaching. All I know is I am the one you should believe in. We in the Aquarius, ain't no showing it's my season. Do you think about yourself? Do you think about your health? And are you manifesting well? Be who you say you are. Do you think about yourself? Do you think about yourself? And are you manifesting well? And are you gonna be who you say you are you gonna be who you say you are? If you believe in yourself, say yeah. Give thanks. Alright, so this next track is called Soul Sister. I want you to be ready for this.
A major factor in the slave trade with Africans, and that wasn't the case. Slavery is a European conceived, maintained, sustained phenomenon. And so unless people understand that, they don't understand what slavery is all about.
And but Dr. Lynn said, all of that is wonderful, and we need all of that. But if you do not laser beam into the Nile Valley, all 4,000 miles of it, and reclaim it, all the other knowledge that you have will not make the sense that it needs to make. So you had these two partners. One said you had to have an African mind and consciousness in order to appreciate history. One said, don't forget that particular history that is yours in the Nile Valley that has been stolen by others and grafted onto themselves, giving them a sense of pride and understanding, nurturing them, and at the same time, this stolen legacy has been denied you.
Enslavement that the Europeans imposed upon Africa had to do with a mentality of domination and property concepts that were institutionalized during feudalism in Europe and were transposed in that process as they began to develop the slave system in Africa. The slave system is a European phenomenon. Africans were seduced into it. Africans were forced into it. The first few decades, from 1482 until the Asiento, the contract to bring over Africans to the Spanish New World in 1516, was trading in gold, not trading in Africans. So once they got a foothold on the west coast of Africa and other places, they began to institutionalize another process, expanding from the enslavement of trade in gold to enslavement. If you go to Ghana, where we've had a chance to go many times, a 200-mile stretch of the west coast of Africa and the nation of Ghana has 40 European forts and dungeons. Practically every European nation had a piece of Africa to blood suck.
They say an image is worth 1,000 words. Those images that I just saw went through me. I'm a couple of weeks away from my 80th birthday. And I know it has been, not like Dr. Clark, a great and mighty walk. It has been a whirlwind of Africanness as we moved through the world. And I did not move through the world by myself. I had by my side a queen, Dr. Rosalind Jeffries, for more than 50 years. So I certainly want to thank those of you who were able to conceive of and then carry out this great moment. I've been blessed to have deep roots in Georgia. So when I come to Georgia, I come home. I've been blessed to have deep roots so deep that when I talk about my grandfather, who I never knew, who was murdered in Georgia by the Klan in 1917, the tears of joy come because I discovered him and what he was all about when I was working with Alex Haley. And I was in Brunswick, Georgia, and Savannah, Georgia, when they were doing the filming of Roots. And Alex brought me down as he had pulled me to his side, and we got a $500,000 grant to help develop Roots, the book. But then the money was in the film. And so they put a team together to produce Roots, the film. And Alex had me come to be by his side. My wife wanted to come, but she was working on her PhD at Yale, so she said, "You go." And I was standing with the brother for 7 years. At this particular point, he always came to me to make corrections in the film. We made a lot of corrections. We didn't correct O.J. Simpleton. He was already in the can, so we couldn't correct that. But we corrected a lot of things. Finally, good white folks, talented white folks, concerned white folks with the money, sat me down for lunch and said, "Dr. J, we're glad you're here, but we want you to know we bought the rights to the book Roots, and we certainly don't have to deal with the truth of it, and you have to deal with the truth of the history of African peoples." This is 1976. My psychic center. I couldn't reach back for a degree from Lafayette College, honors, going to study in Europe in French, getting a first master's in African Studies at Columbia University, getting a PhD in Columbia University. None of that could right me. As Dr. Pulcrum says, we got to understand the inside. And Spirit, up out of Georgia, spoke to me and said, "Go to your grandfather's grave." And I said, "Spirit, what grandfather?" I had known nothing about my grandfather in Georgia. I knew about my mother's father, my grandfather on that side. I was born on his birthday, January the 19th, 1937. He was born January the 19th, 1888. But my father's father, deep roots in Georgia, I did not know about. So how could I go meet him and greet him? I called my Aunt Bessie, who had raised my father, and said, "Aunt Bessie, tell me something about the family. Where are we from?" She said, we are from Ohio. I said, "Aunt Bessie, no, we moved out of Georgia to Ohio with the Great Migration. Where is your father? Where is my grandfather buried?" And she got my drift. And she said, "My father, your grandfather, is buried in Midway Church Cemetery, Jasper County, Kelly, Georgia, near Monticello." And with that, the healing began. The dislocation started to go away. The balance started to come into effect. And I said, I've got to go meet this father, this grandfather. But I didn't want to leave my partner, Alex Haley. I'd been with him for 7 years. I wasn't going to abandon him, so I stayed another day or two until they had a scene in a warehouse in Brunswick, Georgia. It was a cutaway of a slave ship. And that cutaway of a slave ship was also real. Lou Gottschitz and myself and other brothers were over in the corners. It was as if we were on the slave ship. And there were several decks. And you heard the moaning and groaning, and Kunta Kinte was moaning and groaning, and the trainer of the youth was on the upward level, and he was saying, Kunta Kinte, you got to be strong, you got to eat, because we may have to fight and kill the white man and return to Mother Africa. And with that, Green, the head of Root, said, we don't need Mother Africa in the picture. So I said, that's it for me. I got to go out of here. And then I made a pilgrimage to my grandfather's grave in Brunswick, Georgia, went into the cemetery by myself, and there was the healing. There was the resurrection principle. The tallest tombstone in the grave was my grandfather's. It was a tekken, and on it was his vital statistic. I have been raised in hell ever since, once that spirit of grandfather took me to higher and higher levels. So when 20 years later, when we were dealing with the curriculum of inclusion, and they wanted to destroy us in that work, I was ready to take on any force that they could throw at me. Of course, I had my partners, my wife. Of course, I had my brother, Professor Smalls. Of course, we had created the Sons of Africa. Mphidishi and others were getting into this knowledge. And so we took on the world. And one of the greatest struggles in the history of our world. I went to 300 universities around the world with this truth. Never missed a beat. Of course, I was taking precautions. I got 4 bulletproof vests. But that wasn't what was protecting me. What was protecting me was the spirit of the Ashanti people with these protective rings. By the priestess Yah Asantewa and the spirit of Yah Asantewa. I was protected by Zumbi when I went to the mountains of Brazil, and they gave me the Ogum beads in representation of the fight. Every single force that I could muster allowed me to win this great victory. Brothers and sisters, my word to you is Frederick Douglass's message. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess the faith of freedom yet deprecate agitation are men who want the crops without plowing out the ground. They want the rain without the thunder and lightning. They want the ocean without the awful roar. This struggle may be a war one, it may be a physical one, but it must be a struggle. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did. Find out what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found out the exact measure of injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them until they are resisted with words or blows or both. Black power!
Look so good, man. Hey, bow, bow. Hey, y'all, I'm very serious. This is so beautiful. So many people from so many different places, so many different parts of the community. They can't tell us we can't do this together. Black power? All right, y'all, let's keep the show going. Listen to me now. A really good friend of mine told me, David Banner, before you can reach black people's mind, you must first talk about food. No, seriously. The mind can't function properly. I always tell people about these children in school. How in the hell can you expect them to learn when they're hungry? Not only the fact that they're hungry, but the fact that I don't care if you have a Ferrari, which we are gods, but we still eat like slaves.
And so this next system is a shining example of someone who not only represents a beautiful goddess and a mainstay in our communities, a powerful example of what it means to be mother, warrior, protector, nurturer. She has been serving a bomb raw food for many, many years. I know y'all already know. I don't even have to say. When y'all hear raw, so without further ado, I am so honored to bring out the mother goddess, Tassili, my aunt.
Give it up, y'all. Come on. Time. Give it up, y'all.
We would like to honor you by being a part of his life and continuing his legacy in the way that allows you to be the divine mother queen that you are. Thank you. And shout out to Blue Pill and Red Pill for upholding the legacy as well. And KT to the arts degree. They all had the blessing of being raised up under Dr. Sebi'S tutelage. So we give thanks. I'm gonna turn this over to you, Mama Bill.
I want to, first of all, I want to thank the Creator for all of us being here, being who we are, making it possible for us to be here because of our parents and our parents' parents. And I really, if Dr. Sebi were here tonight, Alfredo Bowman, that's the name his mother blessed him with, I'm sure he would say that this award is for all of you and all your family. I want to say, meeting together stem from love of ourselves and love of our families. I want to say that was the charge that brought us together on an island, St. Croix, where my parents are from and my great-grandparents are from. And it was there that Dr. Sebi shared a dream and a vision with me that was a similar dream and vision I had. So what I say to everybody in the audience is, so much greatness can be done when your heart and your spirit is connected with one love and one vision and one mission, and when it all has to do with your people, you can do any and everything. And so, accepted for his grandmother and my grandmother, who both were what they call bush women, where they come from. Mama Hay and my great-grandmother, Ivy Nesbitt. And I also accept this award for all of Dr. Sebi'S family. Dr. Sebi also, I found out 2 days ago, one of his sons called me from California, and Dr. Sebi is still legally married to his mother. So this award, I'm accepting this award for Mrs. Bowman, and also for all of Dr. Sebi'S children, of which he has in Brazil, California, Honduras, his little 6-year-old, Taiwa. This award is for you, Taiwa, because Papa Sebi is a spirit of love. He was a warrior. He's still with us. As a matter of fact, I walked in here tonight, my little granddaughter, Chloe, she said, "Grandma, there's Dr. Sebi." Because there's a powerful portrait a brother did out there with Dr. Sebi. I mean, it really has his spirit. When I went to the bathroom and I walked in, his eyes followed me. So again, this award is for all of us, because what Dr. Sebi did, with the help of me and the help of his other wives and his family and many other people, we can all do the same.
He's in control. He's the master of his masters. I can do business with you, right? Masters talking to a master. Now the master.
It's your boy Nas God Hip Hop is Real Kid Life Production. We here at the Atlanta at the Black Power Awards with one half of the legendary group, their president. What's going on, brother? Introduce yourself.
All is love, the stick, man. What up? What up? RBG for life.
Red and blue purple like Prince. 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 We feeling the urge, feeling the purge. Buzzers electric, we feeling the surge. Feeling the words, killing the birds with immunity. Pillars of unity. This is the formula of Voltron. This is the age of the Ultron. This is same stage as the Pope bomb. This is the sage you can smoke on. Copper pound, came on the scene, I was copper down. All I was missing was copper crown. Summer 16, I turned copper brown. Look for revenge in the copper town. Capping New Jersey and copper crown. 21 guns, salute jumper sound. My power pieces, the crystals be talking, the cloth that be talking. King County clothing, yeah, king of New York, and I'm Christopher Walken, the missiles embarking.
Tell me, who the real villain? The one crack dealing or oil drilling? You in my motherland and you killing all her children. Your dollars ain't backed by nothing, fuck your millions. I'll pop your cantaloupe, they'll poison the melons and feed them to your children. What you think is Thanksgiving? Yo, if I was there, I would've killed the pilgrims. Broke now, my forefathers fumbled billions, trillions. But I keep it trilling, cause my inner wealth never diminished. Far from gimmicks, niggas will spill the beans without spilling a Guinness. I won't stop till my neck froze, till my neck gold, till my whole set hold. When I cash checks, bankrolls, no stacks, shit can't fold. Can't trust you, your man told. Sentence the greatest to the hellhole. They throw dirt on my name, but it never stuck like Velcro. Came back clean on them. Glock 9 got the infrared beam on them. I remember I was smoking with a bitch named Keisha. Game time, I was in the bleachers. Now it's fourth quarter.